Hi everyone, I'm Maureen and I want to welcome you to our CoSA 20th anniversary video. A few of us gathered here to share our thoughts on the past 20 years. Jerry, as CSC Regional Chaplain, you were so instrumental in getting CoSA, Vancouver Fraser Valley CoSA, started. Can you share with us why you feel it's important to celebrate this milestone?
Thanks very much, Maureen. To truly understand the enormity of CoSA's contribution over the last 20 years, we might do well to recall three historical aspects to its evolution. First, before CoSA existed, the most high-risk, high-needs offenders were released from prison with no supervisory connection whatsoever, and typically sought concealment and anonymity. Risk increased, and more victims were deeply harmed. But in 2003, Vancouver Fraser Valley CoSA came and provided these same people with a community of care, which would also hold them accountable. Many potential victims were kept safe, and their families and communities were also spared trauma. And thirdly, former offenders who might otherwise have returned to a pattern of committing acts which so harmed others and resulted in their loathing of themselves as well, were offered a path to dignity, redemption, healing, and hope, and to becoming a contributing member of a community from which they had always felt alienated. They were embraced with respect, and they responded with embraces of respect. We have good reason to celebrate 20 years of this wonderful work, which Vancouver Fraser Valley CoSA have achieved so well.
Thanks, Jerry. Joe and Lynn, you've been dedicated CoSA volunteers for over 12 years. What has motivated you to continue for so long?
Yes, Lynn and I have been involved with CoSA for quite a while. What keeps us going is when we are privileged to hear from our core members the gratitude and the appreciation that they have for their circles.
They tell us how their lives have changed and how they have been able to renew relationships. Some have been able to find jobs and become productive members of society. They are so appreciative that a group of volunteers would actually care about them in spite of what they've done in the past. The love and respect is sometimes overwhelming for them. Through their volunteers, they have come to see that they are worthwhile and valued people.
CoSA's mandate has always been no more victims, and the success rate of preventing core members from reoffending is incredible. This is something to truly celebrate.
Thanks, Joe and Lynn. Rather than inviting a past or present core member to be on a video, let's listen now to a collection of statements and testimonials that they have shared with us over the years. They will be read by Bob and Angela.
It's so awesome that you're taking the time to celebrate 20 years of CoSA. With CoSA, I can be really open with my circle and tell them things I wouldn't normally tell people and not be judged. This helps me to stay on the right path.
I'm glad my volunteers are there for me, or I would have been left to my own devices. I appreciate having someone to work with me now that I'm ready to change.
My CoSA circle is not afraid to ask me the hard questions or challenge my decisions. They help me see things from different perspectives and I gain better insights. But most importantly, they let me know that I'm not alone. They're here by my side.
Had it not been for CoSA, I would not be here today. I'd be dead, because I'd have gone back to prison for life, and I can assure you, I would have ended it. But thanks to CoSA, I am here. On behalf of myself and the hundreds of men and women who have been in a CoSA circle, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Core members finding their best selves and ensuring that there are no more victims is what CoSA is all about and what we're celebrating here. While CoSA is not a branch of federal or provincial corrections, We could not do our work without their support, help, and encouragement. Lisa, as the Associate Director of Community Corrections for the Correctional Service of Canada, it would be great if you could share a few thoughts with us.
Thanks for having me, Maureen. Circles of Support and Accountability is one of Correctional Service Canada's key partners. They help us achieve our mandate. For 20 years, CoSA has assisted CSC in their work to safely return high-risk offenders to the community. Studies have shown that offenders who are actively engaged in the CoSA program commit 70 to 83% fewer offenses than those who do not participate. Programs like CoSA benefit our community. When offenders are able to reintegrate, they're less likely to reoffend, they're more likely to become productive members of society, and this helps to keep our cities safer and prevents further victims. We are grateful for the support and assistance that CoSA provides to both the offenders under our supervision and to our staff. On behalf of CSC, I would like to congratulate CoSA for their 20 years of service. We look forward to many more years in partnership together.
Thank you, Lisa. Carol, you have a message that speaks to the very heart of CoSA, what we do and why we do it.
As a victim of a sexual offender, you can appreciate that when a sexual offense occurs, it is not only dreadful and life-altering for the victim, but also destructive for the victim's immediate family, relatives, and friends. It's like the ripple effect in a pond. The harm is far-reaching. When I heard about CoSA, I wanted to be a volunteer so that I could be part of a great organization that has saved hundreds from being a victim like I was. I want to say a sincere thank you to each and every one of you who is part of CoSA. Thank you.
Thank you, Carol, for your sharing. If the volunteers are the front line and heart of the work, the ones who work behind the scenes to ensure the growth and direction of CoSA are its board of directors. Father Mako, would you share something of your view of CoSA over the past 20 years?
Thank you, Maureen. Over the last 2 decades, we've seen CoSA Vancouver-Fraser Valley grow from 1 circle in 2003 to nearly 40 circles today. This is a great milestone. Beside the growth in the number of circles has been an expansion in our ability to serve and help keep more communities safe. With the program development of virtual circles, we are now able to offer CoSA circles to core members regardless of where they reside throughout the province. All of this is a testament to the dedication of the great CoSA volunteers and the resolve of the core members to live their lives in a manner that they bring no more harm, and our shared desire to keep our communities safe.
Thank you, Father Mako. What has everyone got to say?
Congratulations,
CoSA, on 20 years.